It's a danger zone. You in the middle of a war, don't leave your banger home.
Hey Taylor, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing today? How you feeling?
Good, cold.
Cold? Oh man. At least you bundled up right now.
Yeah.
Where you from, Taylor?
I'm from Reading, PA.
Reading, PA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I've been to Delaware too. I lived in Delaware and Reading, so
Okay.
back and forth.
How old are you?
I just turned 30
Oh,
in
okay.
August.
Pretty young though. They say 30s is the new 20s now.
I did hear that. I heard 30s is the best years of your life.
Yeah. So what brings you out here to Kensington?
This is actually my first time ever to Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah, ever. I've drove through a few times,
Okay.
but I actually just I went to rehab not too long ago, like I don't know, like a week ago. You know Kennett Square? You ever hear of that place?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Of it.
So long story short, I went to rehab. I was clean for 5 years, and then I relapsed, and I went to that place over there, and I left AMA
Right.
against medical advice with
Yeah.
like a few other people. Long story short, they were like all coming here, and I kind of just followed the crowd.
Yeah.
And
Before
yeah.
you start, what that was, you said AMA, against medical advice. Well, I never heard of that before, but it's catchy.
Yeah, right. It sounds better. Meaning, they did not recommend me to leave.
Okay, you can continue though. I'm sorry. I
No,
just had to touch
you're
on
fine. That's really the story. I just I wasn't doing too good in there, so I decided to leave, and because I wasn't feeling good, I wanted to get well.
Right.
So they, said Kensington. Of course, you hear Kensington, and everybody knows, or at least has heard. So I ended up here, and
Wow.
I haven't left yet.
So you came here because of like word of mouth, basically, about Kensington?
Yeah, I just wanted, I wanted to get high. I wanted to not even get high, just feel better. I was dope sick.
You was dope sick. Mm-hmm. So where'd you currently buying your stuff at in Reading, PA before?
Well, actually, I had just recently moved to York for like a month, so it was actually in York.
In York. Okay. How was York?
York is really different, but York is good. I like York, but it has its bad parts too.
It has its bad parts as well?
Yeah, it's more sort of like a lot of like gang and murders out there, not like this.
Not like that, okay. So what's your choice of drug, Taylor?
I mean, heroin and crack.
Heroin and crack, okay. How long have you been out here in Kensington? How many days?
Shit, what's today?
Thursday, I believe.
That's crazy. I don't even know I'm gonna say a week at least.
A week? You been out here outside, homeless, on a homeless tip?
Well, I met someone, and I am able to stay in their house.
Okay.
But I haven't been really.
Right.
Because you know what I mean, expectations. So I actually have a tent. I stay in.
Wow. So you're in a tent right now, but you go if it gets real bad, you go to the person's house that you met, right? Or
yeah, like that's where I go shower and stuff.
shower and stuff.
Yeah,
okay. At least you still being able to wash and.
Oh yeah,
stuff
I
like
probably
that.
if I couldn't, I'd go. Yeah, they have places for people to wash, so I don't understand why people don't. But
For real?
Yeah, there's places for you to shower and.
I be seeing a wash truck come around here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the women's center. Sorry,
Yep, the women's center.
Okay.
Have you been able to feed yourself lately?
Yeah, they normally have a truck come around like every day, but
Yeah.
they didn't yesterday or today. But no, I get by. I get by.
How was you exposed to the drugs? Like your first time ever using? How was you exposed?
My dad.
Your dad exposed you?
Yeah, he I was on oxys and he gave me heroin.
So you already had an oxy addiction, right?
Yeah, I was prescribed them.
You was prescribed them from a doctor,
Yeah.
and you wasn't getting the script anymore, or?
No, because I started like doing coke and stuff, like
Yeah.
as like not like an everyday thing, but I got kicked off of the oxys, and then I was sick one day, and my dad gave me the dope to,
Oh man.
in his mind, help, but
Yeah.
whatever. So that was when I was 17.
Were you a partier, like always partying, clubbing and stuff?
When I was clean and stuff, I was like actually like going out and going to the clubs and going to the bars.
Yeah.
But when I get high,
Yeah.
no, it's a wrap. Like I don't club, I don't do any of that. Like I isolate myself and
Right.
I end up in places like this.
What about the cocaine use though? Was you partying using the cocaine or
no? That's actually really my drug of choice is the crack now.
It's the crack.
The dope
okay.
is just to be well.
Yeah. Okay.
But, yeah.
So you only use the dope so you won't get sick, but crack is like that's your thing.
Yeah, it's my thing. Yeah.
How much you think you spend a day on them two substances?
Out here,
yeah,
really not that much because it's so cheap. There's samples every day. Probably I don't know, maybe like $50 if that for both.
For both, right?
Probably not even. Probably like 30, 40. Seriously.
How about in York or Reading, around that area?
Over there, I was spending at least 100.
100 a day. How was you able to fund for your habit back then?
So when I was in York, I used to sell for my guy. I used to like run for him, you know.
Yeah.
So that's how I did that.
Okay.
And then like I rent cars for him all the time, shit like that. But out here, yeah. I mean, I do shit I'm not proud of. So.
Right. What's that? Do you work the Ave or anything, or?
No, I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing until I was walking down the Ave and, like, all these cars started stopping, like...
Stopping at you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like,
wow.
all these guys started stopping, and I didn't understand what it was. So, yeah, I did it... I'm not gonna lie, I did it, like, once or twice, but I also
like once or twice? Okay.
Yeah, I have family that... Because that helps. Because,
yeah.
like, even those one or two times I did it out here, it was, like... bad experiences. The guys tried to like run off, like rip you off. Like,
are you serious?
Yeah, it's crazy. So
so your first date was probably recently then, right?
Yeah, it was like a couple of days ago. Yeah. No, not even, like maybe like a day or two ago.
How did it make you feel? Were you numb to the situation, or?
I don't want to say numb. Like, I've done it before, so
yeah.
Yeah, I guess numb is the word. There's no feeling. It doesn't even, you know what I mean? Like, it's not natural. Like, it's just, it doesn't even feel like I'm having, I hate to say it, but it doesn't feel like I'm having sex. It just feels like it's part of my way of life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, gotta do what you gotta do to get well, unfortunately. Right. I mean, that's how a lot of girls get by out here.
A lot of them, right?
A lot. And a lot of them get robbed and beat up, and this place is...
the men that pay for you guys' services, do you see them in a bad light? Like, as bad people, or...
You know, that's a really good question. I've never had anybody ask me that.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I know, I don't. I mean, I don't think... I mean, it depends on how they treat the women, too, but... No, I don't see them in a bad light.
I'm just saying because, you know, you guys are you're vulnerable right now, and you're going through, like, different sicknesses to attain the drug. You think it's like more than like preying on the weak, or?
I mean, I never really looked at it that way either.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that you could look at it that way for sure. I mean, we definitely are weak.
Yeah.
Some more than others, and some, you know, but
Yeah, so you never thought of it that way, right?
No, I never really did. It's funny you said that because I really never thought of it that way. Like, sometimes I used to feel bad for the men. It's funny because, like, you know, some of them would have sob stories like, oh, my wife this, you know, my wife's not doing this. And, like, I've been in a relationship before, like, with that situation where, like, one stops not fulfilling their duties, but you get what I'm saying.
I know what
like,
you're saying.
one doesn't. So, like, I understand. And I started, like, I felt bad for them sometimes, but...
Yeah, so do you feel like some of your dates have been, like, married men? And they tell you... You say, yeah?
I know so. Mm-hmm.
And they tell you their life at home with their wife? And...
Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them want you to know, some of them don't want you to know. Some of them want you to know because they want to make sure you're discreet about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to say probably 80% of them are married.
80% of the men are married? Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's normal. It's probably... There was just a shooting out here this morning, I think.
Oh, it's a shooting out here this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, man, so it's a lot going on?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
man.
right at the corner store down here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't...
So you know how you said, like, all right, so it's 80%, maybe 80% of the men, they trick with the women out here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you actually see the rings on their fingers and everything, or?
I have, but I don't really pay attention that much.
Yeah.
But I've seen them in their ashtray cups too a few times.
Oh, they hide the rings in the ashtray cups.
I've seen them like that. But I've seen them on their fingers, yeah. And I've had some that are really open about it too, you know?
Yeah.
They just tell me that they're married or whatever. Which I don't think is right by any means. I think there's other ways to fix your relationship. But, you know.
Do you feel like you breaking a home, or do you feel like I'm doing what I have to do to make my money and you choose to be here?
No, I do feel like definitely what I'm doing is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't want somebody to do it to me, you know what I mean?
Have you ever been married before?
No, I've been in a relationship. I was in a long-term relationship and I was cheated on.
You cheated on?
Yeah. I guess we tell ourselves it's different circumstances, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, he's not really, I don't know. Sometimes I don't really look at it as cheating because some relationships, some guys tell me they have like an understanding in their relationship once things die down. Like, okay, you can go do what you want to do, and blah 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 blah. Yeah. So I guess it makes that. I like hearing that because it makes me feel better. Like I'm not breaking up a home, like you said. Yeah. Because absolutely, I think about that all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, because I had it done.
Touching back on your childhood, how was your childhood?
It was alright, I guess. I live with my dad my dad, he's an addict too.
Okay.
But actually when I said like I never been to Philly yet, only time I ever used to come was when I was like 3, and my dad would always say it's time to take a trip to the city. Wow. And then we come out here and like I remember a few times like he got robbed and they held me they didn't like hold me captive, but they did kind of until my dad. I have a lot of memories about stuff like that. So
your dad used to come out here to cop or cop up? Okay.
Not Kensington, but somewhere else in Philly. I was so little, I don't remember.
I wouldn't feel comfortable taking my child. That's like a dangerous environment in a way. But I know if you gotta go get it, you have to go get it, right?
Yeah, but I have a son, and I've never.
You never brought your son out here.
Well, never. Even when I was using in Delaware. Yeah. Never. I've never brought my son to get drugs.
It's sad that your first real Philadelphia experience is this. You know,
yeah, I know.
You could go see the Sixers or the Eagles play or go get you a nice cheesesteak, but instead you testing the substances that they're.
But you know what? I'm kind of glad. I feel like maybe this is what I needed because I kept I wanted to get clean, but I kept going back and forth in my head. Like I want to get clean, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. Yeah. But this experience right here is the one that made me realize like it's time to get clean because I can't live like this. This shit is crazy. Yeah.
So I got one more question for you, right? Would you tell the youth out here that's getting high, that's running these streets, that's dealing with homelessness? Would you tell the young kids?
Damn, that one's gonna make me cry.
It's okay. You all right? Yeah. I gotta start bringing napkins.
No, it just makes me think of my son.
You start thinking about your son?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's alright. It's okay. Oh, hold on, just give me 1 second. Yeah. Because I don't like crying. Advice? So, I don't know. My first advice would be, it sounds dumb, but to stay in school. Because I know a lot of kids that started using drugs, left school. And, family is so important. It's so important. I don't think a lot of people understand that. A lot of addicts, their addiction stems from family problems. So, just listen to your family. Your mom, your dad, they're always going to be right.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. I hate crying.
So where do you see yourself in 6 months?
6 months. I'm actually trying to get into a place called Kirk Rock.
Okay. So, what's that place?
I don't really know. It's a rehab here in Philly. It's somewhere here in Philly, but it's long term because I know that I got to do something long term. So
mindset wise, right? You want to get clean. You want to get out of this mess. And you mentioned your son. How old is he?
11.
11 years old?
Yep.
Oh yeah. So it's starting to be.
He's
able to affect him now. He's old enough to understand what's going on.
Yeah, he just asked me the other day when I was talking to him. He was like, "Mom, are you still gonna be alive the next time I talk to you?"
Oh man.
Yeah, because they're kids. They hear, they're smart. Yeah. Kids nowadays are fucking
very smart. Very smart.
Yeah. So I'm doing it for him, but I got to do it for myself.
You got to do it for yourself first. It ain't going to work if you doing even for your kids, it's not going to work out.
I just did it. I was clean for 5 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
5 years?
5 years I was clean. I
Make it
just
happen.
relapsed. I will. I always do. I always bounce
Your
back.
friends that's getting high, stay away from them.
I don't have friends.
Yo,
These
I'm
are
telling
not
you.
friends.
Yeah,
But
get up out of here, man.
Yeah, it's not the place to be.
It's not the place to be.
Anybody who's thinking about coming, I don't recommend it.
You only been out here for a week.
A week.
So whatever you saw this whole week, the craziness
It's
you
not
saw,
shit.
it's nothing. You're gonna see way worse.
I've had the Narcan 5 people since I've been here. I've seen 2 people die. No, this is no bullshit. Literally, one was just this morning, right here on this step. I just had to Narcan somebody this morning.
Oh man.
Yeah, and he didn't make it.
Yeah.
So that's Kensington for you.
All right, I see you got a cell phone. Do you have any social media, Cash App information, anything like that you would like to give the people
I do have
to reach out to you?
I do have social media.
It is some people out there that do want to help. So,
well, my Facebook name is. Is there a way you can show it? Because I have so many.
Yeah, you
Facebooks.
can show it. You can show it right on the phone.
You can't even tell it's the same person because I was
So
clean.
you can't even tell it's the same person. Wow. That's her Facebook, guys. Reach out to her. She got a phone. That's your son?
Yeah, that's my son.
Oh, man. He's a handsome young man.
He is.
Handsome young man.
Thank you.
Taylor, I would like to thank you for your time. You've been wonderful for us. Thank you for having the courage to tell your story, Taylor.
Thanks for coming.
Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content and face-to-face live video.
It's a danger zone. You in the middle of a war, don't leave your banger home.